This meeting is being recorded.
Today I will start the what is the linear search and what is the binary search, because of most of them they don't understand what is the linear search and binary search yet too. So it's presented, screen presented.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Okay, okay. Here today, what are the discussion topics? First one, linear search. Okay, if possible, I will start the binary search also. Binary search. First of all, okay, what is a search? Search means you have to find the element in a given list. Okay, that means here the input space. Input space here either integers or long or real or any kind of data, on any kind of data you have to search the elements. Okay, first of all, uh, that input space. First of all, you have to do whatever you have to write the algorithm for whatever. First of all, you have to find out the what is the input space. Okay, here the input space is an array. That means it's a list. Okay, if you have the list, then okay, you have to search. If you have single element, you no need to search. If you have more than one element, you need to search. Okay, this is the basic. First of all, what are the requirements for linear search? What are the requirements for linear search is here? It is a list. And coming to the what are the requirements? Okay, the first one, list. List or array. List or array. The second one, which element you have to search. That means that is a key element. Okay, key element. And the final one, okay, what is the data here you need to, that is size of the list. Okay, size of the list. You have to know, you have to know an idea about regarding these. Okay, then you can start the algorithm. A very important point here, the requirements are very important. If you want to search, where you have to search. Okay, that means what you have to search. What is the sample space size? Here the sample space size is the size of the list. Okay, these are the requirements for linear search. Here the what is the procedure for linear search is, okay, suppose I have the elements 10, 20, 30, 40 or 60 and 50 and 70. Okay, suppose here 70. These are the elements. First of all, if I want to search, okay, if I want to search an element in a given list, means this is called as array. Okay, this is array or list. Here you have to search. Okay, here you have to search. That is a list or array. Next one, what is the key? Okay, here the key is, what is the key here? Suppose whatever the element, if it is in the list or it may or may not be in the list. Suppose I want to search 30. Okay, this is the next. What is the size of the array? Okay, what's the size of the list? What is the size of the list here? Total 7 elements. Okay, these are the requirements for the procedure, linear search procedure. Linear search procedure, if you want to apply, means what are the requirements you need before process it, before doing the search. These three are the inputs. Okay, then you will come to what is the linear search algorithm. Here, linear search, linear search. Okay, this is the algorithm. What are the inputs for linear search? Where you have to search? Okay, the first one, you have to search here in array. Okay, you have to search the element in array, and the data key is the which element you have to search and what is the size of the list. Okay, these are the requirements for okay linear search algorithm. Okay, finding the requirements is part of the programming. finding the requirements is the out of the program. If you have the requirements, if you identify the requirements, then you will start the right to code. Okay, most of them they feel why the people are struggling with coding means they don't know what are the requirements for their problem. Suppose if you want to solve a problem, here linear search is a problem. If you have a problem, find out the element here means first of all what are the requirements you need. If you don't understand that concept, never you can write the code. Here the requirements are very important. What are the requirements here? The requirements are here. Okay, the first one array, the second one, okay, what is the key, which element you have to search, and what is the size of the array. Okay, now you have to search means, okay, starting from what is the procedure here, this is the array 10. Okay, the indexes of this one is 0, this one is 2, this one is, suppose I will write this one like, okay, I have to give some spaces for understanding the indexes here. How the array has loaded in the memory is very important here. Next one. Okay, now here the indexes, I have to show the index here. The starting index of array is 0. Then this is in the 1. Okay, this is in the second position. Okay, this is in the third position. Next like this is the fourth. Okay, this is the fifth and this is the sixth. Here I have to start from 0th position to end position, otherwise end position to 0th position. You have to search the element here from beginning or ending. Important here in the linear search, you have to search on both ends. You will start from both ends, either from starting end or at ending end. At the end, at start or at end, you have to start the search. No need to, there is no limitation. I have to start with from only beginning. I have to start with only for ending. There is no restriction. Basically, we are following, okay, starting to ending. Okay, look here. Okay, for I is equal to, what is the starting index here? Where is the elements is started here? 0th position. Okay, it has started from 0th position. For I is equal to 0 to n, so that is size minus 1. Okay, starting from, for I is equal to 0 to size minus 1. Okay, then you have to get the each and every element with the help of index. What is the index here? 0, 1, 2, 3. That means here the array, if, okay, the array element, array of I, initially I is equal to 0 is equal to key, then element print element found, okay, return. Once element found, no need to search the remaining. That means we have a lot of options. If there is no, okay, I will tell you. Next, once if the condition is not specified, all the elements will complete. You can write it to print, okay, element not found. Element not found. Okay, this is the linear search algorithm. Simple. Just I have to apply here what is the input and which element I want to search and what is the size of the array. Okay, what is the size of the array? These three are the basic points to remember to write the linear search. Not only linear search here, in binary search also array is mandatory. Okay, the list is mandatory. Next, which element you want to search, that is also mandatory. Then you will come to what is the size of the list. These three are the mandatory for any kind of search. Suppose in binary search, that is somewhat what is the low value, what is the high value. No need, the low and high or mid and these are not a data. That is instantly you have to change the values. Okay, mid, low and high. But what is the primary data for search means what is the list or array, what is the size of array, and which element you have to search. These three are the primary for any kind of search technique. Okay, any kind of search technique. Okay, these are the inputs for the program. Okay, next we will come to how to write the code for this one. Suppose the algorithm is very clear here, then you can write the code. Okay, you have to develop that code with the help of any programming language. You can use any kind of programming language. You can write the same code in different techniques in the programming languages. Okay, different techniques in the programming language. Suppose in C, in only C language, you can write the same concept in different techniques. Okay, first of all, okay, in general technique, okay, first of all, if you want to write the program for this one, okay, first of all, we will start with main. What are the requirements? You have to start with requirements. Okay, declare requirements means, suppose here void main. Okay, void main, then you will come to, okay, in the void main, what is the data required here? Suppose here I have to take the int array of the size is 10 here, and which element you have to search, and what is the size of the array? Okay, what is the size of the array? Hello, please. One of the member has not keep the mute. Please, all of you keep in mute. All of you, Sudhir. Who is Sudhir? Keep all of you in mute. Okay, next one. Okay, this is the data you require. Okay, for processing, here for I, in algorithm, have the I is equal to 0. Here I is not a data. Okay, first of all, you have to find out writing the program, what is the data and which are the processing variables. Okay, here which are the processing variables? In this algorithm, which are the processing variables, which is the data? Anybody else? Here I am asking the question. What is the data? Which is the processing variable?
I is processing variable.
Yes, I is the processing variable, remaining all are the data. That means, finally, what is the conclusion? In what way you have to understand the concept? Suppose if you have the data, if you want to process the data, you need some of the processing variables. That is very important while writing before starting the code. Okay, you have to keep in mind. This is a very important point. Before writing the code, what is the data? For the data, if you want to process, what are the processing variables required? What are the processing variables is not a data. To solve the problem, processing variables are using to solve the problem. But processing variables are not that data. Here, this is an array. Array is the data. If you want to process the array, you need a variable I. Here, I is not a processing. I is not a data. Okay, here, which is the next one? Int I. Okay, next one. Okay, then come to the next step. Okay, first of all, these are called as declarations. Then you can read the data. Okay, in general, if it is a one-dimensional array, here array is a one-dimensional array. If you want to search an element, okay, in an array means first you can read the array. One-dimensional array means how many number of loops are required. For how many number of loops are required here? 2 loops are required. Suppose first of all, one loop is required for one-dimensional array. Printf, okay, for enter array. Okay, for reading the array, you need for. Okay, I is equal to 0. Where the index is starting, this is the I. Okay, actually this is the I. Where the index is starting here, 0. Okay, I is equal to 0. I is less than. Okay, what is the maximum value here? Size. Up to from 0 to size. And what is the frequency? 1. Next element is the 1. Understand all of you how to write this one?
Yes, sir.
How to write the for loop here, all of you understand?
Yes, sir.
How to write the for loop, all of you understand here? Simple. Where you have to start, where you have to end, how can you reach the destination? Here the source is the 0, destination is the size -1. Okay, that is size, less than size. And how to reach the destination? How to reach the destination here? The frequency is the one. One by one. 0, the next value. Suppose 0, the frequency is 2. The frequency is 2 means what are the modifications in the code?
I plus 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 plus.
No need to write I plus 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 plus. I is equal to I plus 2.
Plus.
Okay, I is equal to I plus 2. Understand what is the for here? I
Yes,
is
sir.
equal to 0 means this is the starting value. Okay, I is equal to 0 means this is the starting value. What's the destination? Size is the destination. How to reach the destination? One by one I have to search. One by one. Okay, that is called as I plus plus. Suppose I have to search, I have to skip that means I have to reach by 2 by 2. That means 2 elements and next 2 elements, next 2 elements. The frequency is 2. Simply you can write it I is equal to I plus 2. This is very important. Understand all of you?
Yes, sir.
Except commonly anybody else here understand what is the problem, how to write, what is the meaning of for loop. I think this is very clear. In both way here I am explained that's very clear. What is a for loop? I think for loop, all of you thinking for loop is different. But my way of thinking of for loop means starting, what is the starting index, where you have to start and where we have to end and how to reach the end. That is the for loop. That is called as for loop. All of you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, for I is less than size. Size means first of all, before reading the array, you have to read the size also. Printf. Okay, enter size. Printf, enter size. Next one. Okay, for reading scanf. %d, comma, ampersand size. We will discuss in C class what is the scanf, what is the %d, all these. Okay, here it's not a C class. Okay, we will come to scanf %d, where you have to read ampersand array of I. Array of I. Okay, how it can evaluate, I will explain. Okay, I is equal to 0. Next, I is equal to 0 means I is less than size. Okay, what's the size value? Suppose size is equal to 7. As per above example, I is equal to 7. Okay, here I will go to see how the values are loaded here. I will explain. Listen all of you carefully. I is equal to 0. I is less than, size
7.
is 7. I is less than 7. Condition is to come inside. I plus plus is not executed. I plus plus is not executed. That means what is the evaluation of for loop? First statement, middle statements and loop statements. Next, third statements in the for. Catch the point. Catch the point. How the for loop is evaluated?
Yes, sir.
First statements, second statements and loop statements. Then I plus plus. I plus plus, next second statements. Okay, means here I is equal to 0, I is less than size, scanf %d ampersand error of I, and I plus plus, I is less than size, scanf %d ampersand error of I. Like this, it has to be happen. In such a way only you will get the results. Okay, here I is less than 7, that is true. Okay, condition is true. Once the condition is true, okay, read the, what is the statement? Scanf having the ampersand array, ARR of array of, what is the I value? 0. Suppose I have to enter 10, that has to be stored into the address of array of 0. Okay, array of 0. Next, array of 1. In the next iteration, array of 1, array of 2, array of 3, array of 4, array of 4, up to array of size minus 1. Okay, array of size minus 1. In this way, the values are, okay, inserted into the array. Okay, next. Now, input is clear. Okay, size, you know, what is an array? Elements are read in the array. At the same time, what is the one more here you require? That is, what is the one more here? Okay, look, enter key. Which element you have to search? Okay, simple. Scanf %d comma ampersand key. Right? Okay, that is scanf. This is not a program, not for execution. Just you understood. Okay, here key is over, reading the array is over. What is an array? You have to find out what is the array, you know, and what is the key you want to search, you have, and also what is the size. Then you will come to the algorithm. Okay, come to the algorithm. This up to now, what is the data, what is the code here I am writing, that is not at all presented in the algorithm. All of you getting it?
Yes, sir.
If you want to solve the algorithm, means if you want to process the algorithm in the program, the requirements you have to gather first, then you can start the actual algorithm. Here I don't have any kind of processing, linear search processing up to this level. Okay, up to this level. Okay, then you will come to, okay, what is the algorithm? In the algorithm, what is the first step? For I is equal to 0 to size minus 1. Here, the simple you have to write it for I is equal to 0, I is less than size. You will start from 0th element, okay, reach the end of the for I is equal to 0, then I plus plus. In the algorithm, the statement how to solve in the programming is very important. What is the step, the corresponding step in the algorithm? Algorithm to code. That's very important. Okay, then what's the next step there? If array of I is equality key. If array of I is equality key, then okay, what's the code in the algorithm? Printf element found. Means EF means element found. What is the next statement? Once element is found, return. Close it. Printf element not found. Right? This is the program. Look here. Whenever the element printf array of I is equal to key printf element found. Okay, this is the one kind of algorithm. Okay, to search the element if your array doesn't have the duplicates. I think who are third years here, they understood the problem. Third years and second years. I think first years they don't know. Some of the only Moti knows here. I think what's the reason here? This is the algorithm for if you don't have the duplicates, this is the correct way to implement. Yes or no, Supriti? Supriti. Hello? Yes or no? This is the correct implementation of if you don't have the duplicates. Okay, if you don't have the duplicates, this is the correct way to implement the linear search. If you have the duplicates, suppose no duplicates in a list means once element is found, that element should not be presented anywhere in the list. Yes or no? Suppose 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is the input. I want to search 30. 30 is not repeated in the list because of it's not duplicated. Okay, it's not duplicated. It's not duplicated means what's the need once again? What is the need to search? It is suppose once found the element, that element is not presented in the list later. What is the need to search the remaining elements? What is need to compare the remaining elements? Here, this is my question. Okay, this is the way of you have to search on the key element. if the list doesn't have the keys, sorry, if the list doesn't have the duplicates, this is the correct way. Once element is found, return. If the list having the duplicates means, suppose if I want to search names, okay, suppose student ID, this is the correct way because of no two students are having the same number. Suppose I want to search on names, this is not a proper correct way. Yes or no? This is not a correct way. You have to once element, suppose the first element is searching element, having the duplicates means, okay, you have to search the remaining elements also. Because of that is non-key values. Non-key values means having the duplicates. Key values means don't have the duplicates. This is the correct way of implementing the, okay, if the list doesn't have the duplicates. Okay, if the list doesn't have the duplicates, this is the correct way. If the list having the duplicates, this is not the correct implementation. Okay, this is not at all correct implementation. Suppose once we will go to the DBMS on the key. Suppose now my question, if, very simple question, Moti, give the answer. If you have the data, no duplicates in the list, duplicates in the list, okay? Suppose
Yes, sir.
how many, that means if you want to search an element, okay, if you want to search an element, okay, on how many number of values you can find? How many
Size of-
maximum values you can find? No duplicates. If you want to search maximum, how many values you can find?
Size of the list, sir.
No. Suppose no duplicates in the list. If you want to search an element, no duplicates in the, if you want to search an element, if element is found, okay, if element is found, how many records you will get it? How many values you will get it?
Only one value, sir.
Only one. Minimum?
Minimum 0.
Minimum 0. Very good answer. Okay, suppose once element is found means that is not duplicated. Because of no element is duplicated means if it is, once you can start the search, the element is not found means, okay, that is 0 elements you will get it. Okay,
Yes, sir.
suppose if element is found means no duplicates means you have to return. You have to return means how many number of elements, how many number of values you will get it here, only single value. On key you can write the condition, you will get it single record. On non-key, on key, maximum is you will get it one record, minimum is 0 records. This is very, very important in interview question. This is very, very important interview question. They can ask, if they will test in such a manner, they will test how many minimum number of records are finding, how many maximum number of records are finding. Okay, maximum number of records are finding. This is the one kind of implementation. Okay, this is the one kind of implementation. Okay, the next one. Okay, suppose here is there any functions? No functions here. Okay, here no functions. The same program if you want to implement by using the function, that means here algorithm means this is not a way of implementation. Algorithm means you have to implement the algorithm by using the function. The implementation should be in the function. Okay, the implementation of the algorithm should be in the function whenever you need. Okay, that's called as framework. Whenever you need to call. Just you need to call that function. Okay, here if you want to search the one more element, you can write the same procedure once again. You have to replace this code. Okay, you have to replace this code up to this code. Okay, simply I cut this. Here I have to call the linear search. Okay, what's the data I want to search for linear search here? Array is the one argument and key is the another argument and size is the another argument. Okay, come to the programming language here. Okay, any kind of programming language. Now, this is the linear search. Linear search array key. This is a function call. Linear search function call. Now we'll come to, okay, how can you write this? After the main, you have to write it. After the main, you have to write it. Okay, suppose the function is calling plain. It is not assigned to any kind of variable means the function having the return type void. Blindly you can follow. The function is not the function call. This is called as function call. Okay, this is the function call. Okay, if the function call is not assigned to any other variable, okay, means what is the function prototyping is the return type of the function is void. Blindly you can say, because of the linear search function returns a value means the linear function can assign to one more variable, but the linear search function is not assigned to any other variable, okay, while calling the function. So what is the function return type here? Void linear search. Void linear search. What is the first argument? Okay, there, that is an array. Array is what kind of array it is? It is an integer array, no need of size also. These are the formal argument. Okay, these are the actual argument. Okay, these three are the actual argument. Array, key and size are the actual argument here. These are copied into int array. This is the one actual argument. Next one, int key. This is the second formal argument. Next one, int size. The important issue here, okay, look here, int array, int key, int size. Okay, how many number of parameters here? 3 parameters, actual parameters. The formal parameters are same type. Okay, the first parameter is an array. Here the first parameter is an array. The second parameter is the key, that is integer. This is here, it is also integer. It is a size is also integer. Here size is the integer. Actual parameters are copied into formal parameters. Okay, actually where is the data? The data is in the main function. Okay, then the data will send to subfunction with permission. With permission, that is called as parameter passing technique. That is called as parameter passing technique. With permission, you have to send your argument to some other person. With your data, you want to send to some other person means, okay, this is the way. With your permission only, you have to send. With your permission. That means main is the one person. Okay, from the main, okay, the function is calling here having the parameters array, key and size. These three are belongs to main. Okay, this data sent to the function linear search array and size and also what is the next one, key. Okay, actually the data is in main section with permission, with main permission. The main can send, not permission here, the main with prior knowledge. Okay, here the main can, with wish of the main. Okay, the data has sent to the subfunction. That is called as parameter passing technique. Okay, now actual parameters are copied into formal parameters. Okay, next. Okay, then come to here. I need the variable I. Next I copy, I paste it. Already I have copied the code. Okay, that's the code written inside the function. Okay, this is the another way of implementation. Okay, this is the another way of implementation of the linear search. Okay, here how it will work. Linear search, how it will work means, okay, once the element has, which element you want to search here, if element is found here, if a of 0 is equality, suppose I want to search. Suppose now we'll start with different inputs. Okay, size is equal to, okay, here my data is, size is, okay, within 5 minutes the class will close. If it is not finished, once again I will log in, all of you log in. Yes, here, suppose size is equal to 5, array is equal to 10, 20, 30, 50, 40. Okay, next one, key is equal to 50. Okay, key is equal to 50. Once you can write the program, you can test your program with number of inputs. Different number of inputs, you have to test your program. Okay, different number of inputs, you can test your program. That is the way, that's the correct way you have to implement your algorithm. Okay, suppose here array size is 5. Okay, what's the code here? Just write down what is the code of in a search. Okay, look here. How to trace this? Okay, for I is equal to 0, I is less than 5. Okay, condition is true. If array of 0, what is array of 0? 10. 10 is equal to 50? No. Then you will go to I plus plus. Now I is equal to 1. 1 is less than 5. For I of array of 1 is equal to 20. 20 is equal to 50? No. Next, 30 is equal to 50? No. 50 is equal to 50? Yes. Condition is true. Okay, element found, return. Like this, you have to start. Take the all the values from first position value. You have to run the same program totally six times here because of input space is 5 elements. Give the values, the first position value, second position value, third position value, fourth position value, fifth position value at the same time. Okay, element not found. If the element is not in the list also, you have to test it. That is the correct way you have to implementation of your program. Okay, understand? This is the way you have to test your program. Suppose everything is good. Suppose here I have to start with I is equal to 1. What will happen? Anybody? Here I have to start with 1.
10 element will not be searched, sir.
The first element is not found. Even it is in the list, the first element is not found. Yes or no? Is there any problem in the algorithm? No. It's called as an unidentified error. It's a bug. You have to test each and every keen point, keen values. Suppose here I will start with I is equal to 0, I is less than size minus 1. You should not get the last element. Even it is in the list, you will get it element not found. Yes or no? You have to test your program with different inputs. Okay, you have to test your program with different inputs. Right? Okay, that means while running the program, don't take the more number of inputs. Because of you have 100 elements means you have to test 100 elements. 100 times you have to run the program. Yes, you have to select the size of his size is maximum 5. Don't take more than 5. Then test it. Total how many number of test cases are required here? 6 times you have to run the program. Okay, here I will stop. Okay, because of the class time will 2 minutes of time. Okay, next after this class once again you have to join. Now I will leave the class. Okay, take the 5 minutes of break. Once again you have to join. Okay, I will give the brief introduction of the what is the binary search. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay.